What's up, everybody? Backcracker here, coming at you with another recipe this weekend. Tonight, we're going to do my version of pastalya. Got a bunch of Cajun guys that put it up on YouTube and TikTok. We're going to do it the Florida Cracker way. And we'll get everything set up, we'll get to it, and start cooking. All right, everybody, we got our pot heating up. We're going to throw in a stick of butter. Let it melt down. We'll get that melted down, then we'll add our next ingredient. It's a cold steak, so it's going to take it a minute. All right, we got our butter melted down. We're going to add our smoked sausage. This is andouille sausage. Let it cook for a little bit, brown up. Then we'll add our next ingredient. Stir that around. Get that butter all around there. Let that cook for a little bit. We'll let that sweat down a little bit, then we'll add the next ingredient. All right, we got our sausage cooked up a little bit. Now we're going to add the trinity. Got 2 bell peppers, 2 onions, and several stalks of celery cut up and diced up in there. We'll get that in there and mix it around. All y'all know, like I said, I like meat. This is a dish with a lot of meat in it. Get this sweating down. We got our sausage and trinity sweating down. We're going to do that, let them vegetables sweat down and get soft and translucent. Then we're going to add our next step and go from there. All right, our vegetables are sweating down. We're going to add the rest of the meat. We got a pound of chicken thighs and a pound and a half of pork butter there. We're going to let that cook, mix that in real well, and let that cook down. Keep it cooking good. And now that we add it, we're mixing everything up. We're going to add some slap your mama. Let's do this the right way. Forget the little holes. All right, we got our slap your mama in there. Mix this all around, let it cook. All right, we'll let that cook, brown, get that meat done, and then we'll come back and start on our next step. Put the lid on it to help keep the heat inside. Then we'll start on our next step as soon as everything gets cooked up there. All right, we got our meat cooked down. Not cooked done all the way, but it's cooked down. So we're going to add a can of Rotel. Get that in there and mix it around. Then we're going to add 64 ounces of chicken stock, chicken broth. Get that in. Put that in. Now we're going to add a pound of rotini. Get that in there. Mix that around. All right, we're going to put the lid on it, let it come back to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we'll drop it and let it simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes. We'll be back. All right, everybody, we've been simmering for about 45 minutes. Give it a good stir. Now we're going to add our last and final ingredients. We got 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. We'll mix that in there. All right, and then we got 1 can of creamy celery. Get that in there. Get that in there. And 1 can of cream of onion. We'll mix that in real good. All right, we'll let that simmer a little while longer, and we'll come back and we'll finish the rest, or we'll serve it and see how it looks. All right, guys, we're done. We let that soup get in there. It thickens it up quite a bit. That cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, cream of celery, and cream of onion, not cream of chicken. And there we go. There's our pastalya. We're going to serve it up and eat it. Y'all have a good one. Remember, if you ain't trying, you ain't making it, bud. Goodbye.